Are you trying to figure out the best living situation for an elderly family member and feel really limited in your choices? Listen here and we'll go over some options for you. I'm Cindy Wadsworth.
And I'm Pete Pacino.
And we're with the Cindy Wadsworth team at eXp Realty. So we actually had this conversation with a client of ours who she's trying to figure out what the best situation for her mom is. And she wasn't thinking that an assisted living place is the best option for her.
Yeah, and we've come across this a couple times over the last couple years, and we're seeing more and more of it, right? We're seeing that family members aren't really thrilled with the options of some of the senior facilities where they just don't have as much control over what's happening, and or sometimes that family member still has a lot of life left where they want to be independent, but they just need to be a little closer to their family members, right?
Yeah, and so there definitely are several options. One is to have the family member move in with you, and your current home may not allow for that, but there are homes out there with in-law suites, so it still gives them a sense of independence because they have their own space within the home, but you're still very close to them.
Absolutely. And if you have one of those really extremely low mortgages because you refied in the last 2 years, making a move to a home with an in-law suite might not make sense. But let us know, because we have some contractors that might be able to give you some ideas on what adding an additional in-law suite would look like and might be better for your equity in the long run.
Yeah.
And then the other option, and this is where we've had a couple conversations around, is actually buying an investment property like a condo or a small rancher or something with one floor living nearby where you currently live that your family member can move into. They can still have a sense of independence that way, but you're closer to them. You can kind of check in on them from time to time. And today, tomorrow, that property then can become an investment property for you, which is an asset rather than losing everything in an assisted living facility.
Right, because a lot of times when you take the equity in somebody's home and put it into assisted living, it's gone.
Yeah.
So this way you get to keep the property and use it as a future investment property. One of the other options is to find a rental. And with all of these things, you have to consider the time frame around them. We just helped somebody that wanted to move their mom to closer to them in a rental situation, and they put her on a waiting list for a first floor apartment. It took 3.5 years for her to actually get the apartment. She just got the apartment and we got her all moved in and everything, but 3.5 years. Yeah. So you can't wait until you absolutely have to move them. You need to think about this stuff ahead of time.
Yeah, you have to start making the plans now. And there's a lot of moving parts, right? It's just not the real estate piece. There could be some tax consequences of different things. So you want to make sure that you're talking to your CPA. If you don't have one, we can connect you with one. There's just a lot of moving pieces, insurance and all types of things for it. So it's not something to take lightly, but you're not alone in it. If you want to get some ideas on how to just mastermind some ideas on what the best options are, please feel free to reach out. We're here to help you.
Absolutely.
Until next time, thanks so much and have a great day.
Bye.